Welcome to Raw Discourse, the most controversial podcast in the world.
King,
What's up, baby?
we here, man.
We here.
How you doing today, man?
I'm great. It's my birthday, man. You know,
Happy birthday, by the way.
31 years old.
31 years young?
Yeah, you know, I'm seasoned.
Season, what does that mean?
Officially. You know, like a steak or like some champagne. You know, I'm seasoned.
You consider yourself an OG, man?
I'm definitely an OG.
For sure.
For sure. OG experience plus time. You know, equals wisdom.
Well, man, I want to jump into your whole story, man. You know, cause you're a noble person in the city, bro. You know, I know you keep it low key, man, but you got a lot going on, man. So let's jump into the whole story, man.
What's up?
So you from Dallas, right?
I'm from Dallas.
What part of Dallas you from?
Originally, no Dallas. Went to Skyview Elementary, Forest Meadow. You feel me? So, you know, I don't really claim that kind of shit like people run around like Nutty North, all this other kind of shit. But I mean, certified, I lived in Whitehurst, every apartment up and down the hill. You know what I mean? So then from there, moved to Mesquite, went to West Mesquite. You know, lived probably 1 block away from the Grove, so that's where I was at 24/7. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a Grove nigga, but
Gotcha.
yeah.
So your whole story, man. So high school, man. What was your high school years like, man?
High school years. I enjoyed high school. Shit, honestly. High school was fulfilled for me. I did everything. I was in orchestra, played football, played soccer, ran track.
So you grew up. What kind of home you grew up in, man? Like a 1-parent home, 2-parent home?
No parent home.
What you mean by that?
Mom died when I was 5. Dad left when I was like 16.
So who raised you?
Shit, the streets. My coaches.
You said the streets, nigga?
For real.
Who you was living with?
Me. Anybody that know me would tell you, like, when my dad left.
Your dad left when you was 16.
16, 17.
So he raised you up to the point you were 16.
Yeah, and even then, I won't say he raised me. He was just there. You feel me? But I was heavily involved in sports. So my coaches were like the father figures in my life at the time. And then, like, you know, my niggas, which were all from the Grove, were, you know, the ones that taught me how to move in life. You know what I'm saying? So,
So what sports you played in high school?
Football, soccer, track.
All three.
All three.
You was a hell of an athlete, huh?
I was that nigga.
You was that nigga, bro, for real?
Yeah.
What high school you went to, bro?
West Mesquite.
West Mesquite. You was that nigga.
That nigga.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a few of us.
You played college ball?
I played college ball.
Where you played college ball at?
West Texas A&M.
West Texas A&M?
Yeah.
What made you go there?
Opportunity of engineering, honestly.
Oh, okay.
So like the biggest booster, his name's Roy Williams. He is a VP for Boeing, and they have a big Boeing faculty in Amarillo.
Okay.
So he actually reached out when I was being recruited.
Okay. So you wanted to be an engineer?
At the time, yeah, you know. I'm African, so, you know, as Nigerians, you know what I'm saying, we only have 3 choices, which is either be a doctor, be an engineer, or be in politics.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So you're gonna be an engineer. What kind of engineer?
We didn't care at the time.
Just went.
Like I said, as you Nigerian, you trained, you're gonna be an engineer, you're gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be in politics.
So when did you stop playing ball for West Texas A&M?
After my freshman year.
Why'd you stop playing?
Got injured, also caught a case.
What case you caught?
I'm not gonna say what case, but caught a case.
You caught a case?
Caught a
okay.
case.
And then, at the time, so how old are you now at this time? You what, 19?
I'm 19.
Okay. And then what was your next move after that?
Next move was come back to Dallas, you know, get life situated and get back to playing ball.
Okay, so you came back to Dallas.
But none of that happened.
Yeah, so you came back to Dallas.
Came back to Dallas, got in the streets, you know, literally came back to Dallas. The same crib that I had before I left was still there. So, you know, went back to the crib, still was no dad, so, you know, it was my house.
So your dad was just gone? Like, what was he at?
Popping babies out all over the place, Rolling Stone. That's
Really?
a certified Rolling Stone. 10 kids, 10 different women.
You got 10 kids,
10 different women. Asian, African, white, black. You know, you know, he dipping in all sauces.
So your mom was African? Okay, so both of your parents are African?
100% Nigerian.
You're 100% Nigerian?
100%.
Okay. So, like you said, you came back to the house, dad still wasn't there, so now you're just in the streets.
And I'm just in the streets.
So you gave up playing ball at this point, right?
Not even that I gave up playing ball, but like I think anybody that, you know, was raised in a certain environment that's trying to like go to school, trying to be successful, you know, you come across so many obstacles in life. And so coming back and not really having that guidance from anybody, and then not having the guidance of my coaches anymore, only people I was listening to were like my niggas, you know what I'm saying? So, and not to say that like they were up to no good, but you know, there's like two of us in the same situation, both back from school. You know, one of them was my best friend, and you know, granted, he made it through. He ended up deciding to go to the Air Force and you know, did some other shit and got out the way. But me, I kind of started taking chances on life. You know what I mean? Started really like doing shit I probably should have been doing.
Okay, so you was just heavily involved in the streets at this point?
Yeah, I was heavily involved in the streets at this point. Just doing crash dummy shit.
Crash dummy shit, like what? Just moving crazy, just like?
No, just robbing niggas. Just, you know.
So you got your big ass out there just robbing niggas.
I'm not saying I was out here robbing niggas, but just doing shit I ain't supposed to. You feel me? Like this, it just even to me, like, you know, getting to that point in my life where I was taking them type of risk. You know, I was really kind of on some like, not even a lot to you, I was really on some like, you know, people that like to do shit to get ended type shit. You know, it's kind of like.
That's how you was basically.
Yeah, it's like fuck it. Like if I go to jail, I go to jail. If I die, I die. But you know, I'm about to just get it in right now.
You got that point. You just didn't give a damn no more.
I didn't give a damn no more at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after you started getting the streets, what happened after that? Because how old are you now by this point? It's been what?
At that point.
How many years have you been in the streets?
So at that point, I'm like 21, 21, and.
So about
2-3 years go by, but you know, me and my little crew out here, you know, I had a group of homies that we used to go out with. They rapped and everything like that. It was called 2 Live Crew. They had the song "Tell Me What You Wanna," just so I can fuck the hoe, just so I can, you know. So you know that little hype time. There's all the little boogie movement, club surf and shit. You know, we were just really out heavy in the streets like that. And also, you know, we also was involved in. If anybody knows us, they knew we was involved in it at the time. And around then, all of my homies, you know, they pretty much all kind of like caught cases, you know, with the feds. And
so you're the only one that made it out?
As far as like in the group of us that were doing all of that, I was the only one that didn't get caught up in any of that shit.
Right.
Just because of what we was doing, you had to actually get caught red-handed in order to.
So you never got caught?
I never got caught red-handed, no.
Okay, gotcha.
So, you know, I was blessed to miss that little step in life, but kind of on the back end of it, while they were kind of, you know, doing their time and shit, I was, you know, coming up in life, I slowed down a little bit, you know, started finding little unique hustles that made my own way, you know, started living in uptown, staying out the way from people, you know, started moving different.
So how was you making money around this point in time?
Hustling.
Hustling?
I was hustling, yeah, I was hustling. I also had a little job too at that time.
At that time?
I was living in Uptown, working at the brand new LA Fitness that they just had opened up.
Oh, you was like...
Actually, no, actually I lied. No, that's too far ahead. No, back at that time, I was just hustling.
You was what?
I said, yeah, I said actually the LA Fitness thing was too far ahead. Now, at that time, yeah, I was still just hustling because I hadn't even been to Miami yet.
Okay, you still just hustling. Okay, so you just still basically doing what you was doing before. Then, okay, so from that point on, now you're 21, 20, he's 21.
Now I'm like 21.
Okay, so you're 21 now. And then from that point on, what was your next move? Like, what was your thought process? What was you like thinking? Like, I need to get to do something. I need to make some moves happen. Like, what was your goals at that point?
So my goal at that point, honestly, was like, all right, I'm gonna go back to school. Okay. So my homies, they were going to UNT. You know, a close friend of mine was going to UNT. Another friend was going to UNT. And so my plan was to transfer to UNT. So I had, you know, got my living arrangement situated for me to go up to UNT. And, you know, enroll in school and everything like that. And when I got up there, I wasn't really able to enroll in school that semester. So now I just kind of just...
Why couldn't you enroll?
Just transcript issues and all that other little dumb shit.
Yeah.
So at that point, you know, but I was already up there.
Right.
And, you know, I was with my niggas, so it was just kind of like, fuck it, you know, UNT is lit. So I stood up there for a little bit and, you know, had fun and all that other kind of shit. And then I ended up catching another case.
Okay.
So when I caught this case, I ended up having to fight it though. And so I was in jail for like 8 months fighting the case.
So, damn, you was in jail for 8 months?
Yeah, I was in jail.
So this case was a lot more serious than the last one?
Yeah, the last one was more serious, but this one was just more intense, as in like I was more caught red-handed, you feel me? Like I was kind of like a guilty ass nigga.
So you just what, caught with like some product or something?
Not product, but you know, like I said, I ain't gonna get into, you know, what it was, but You know, I got caught enough to where like I had to fight the case. You know, but the only reason I was even in jail that long though, because like to get back to what I was saying is like, you know, I was on my own, so I didn't have no mom or dad like, hey, bail me out or nothing like that. It was just kind of like, you know, you got in here on your own, you're gonna figure it out on your own.
Okay, gotcha. So you was down at what, Lucerne?
Nah, I was actually in Denton County.
Oh, Denton County, 8 months.
Yeah, 8 months in a dungeon. They got a part of the old Denton County jail. It's like a dungeon back there. Ain't got no windows,
no nothing.
No guards, no
you
nothing.
8 months.
Yeah, I was in there for 8 months.
So you was fighting the case the whole time you was in jail?
The whole time, yeah.
So how was you paying for fighting the case? Like with lawyers and stuff like that?
Nah, crazy thing about that is I didn't even have no lawyer, G, so it was fucked up. Like, so when you go to jail, they have a certain amount of time to like indict you.
Right.
If they don't indict you within a certain amount of time, then you got to get released. And pretty much everybody call it the pink paper. So, but they're dirty. I think they have 90 days to indict you, if I'm correct. And sometimes they wait on the 89th day. You feel me? To indict you. You happy, like I'm getting out tomorrow at midnight, don't give me this paper, and that shit will come at 10 o'clock at night. Then you get that pink paper. Right. So when I had got in, but I got arrested, I got indicted immediately.
Gotcha.
Now, from that point, they're supposed to give me a lawyer within 30 days.
Right.
They didn't give me a lawyer for like 4 months, and I didn't have no court date. But the way the system, especially out there in Denton, they don't give a fuck about black people, so I'm complaining about it, and there wasn't nothing going on.
Right.
So there was a dude in there, you know, like the jail attorney, you know, the OG that then got bench warranted out from prison that's fighting another case, but he done been in the law library forever.
Right.
So he's like, you know, like, come on, school, like, you know, like, I'm gonna teach you something, you know, like, go ahead and get you a piece of paper, you know, and I'm gonna show you how to draft your own shit. Fuck these lawyers.
Yeah.
I'm just like, he's like, I'm gonna draft you, you know, the right to speedy trial.
Right.
You know, he's like, do it like this. So he pretty much mocked it up. I gave him some suits and I filled my information in, mailed it up and sent it off. Literally.
You do all that from jail?
I did, yeah, you do all that from jail, yeah.
They let you do all that?
Yeah, they let you do all that, yeah.
Okay, so you just writing in the cell or whatever?
Yeah, just, you know, in a little company room, whatever, you know, game room, everybody's in, you know, we have our free time.
Yeah.
So, you know, he marked it up for me, I filled it out, mailed it in. Mm-hmm. After I mailed it in, probably a couple of weeks later, I got called to go to court.
Okay.
And so I go to court, and when my name comes up for court, I come up, the judge says my name, everything like that, and then they're like, you know, where's your attorney at? And I'm like, I don't have no attorney. They're like, well, who drafted this right for speedy trial? And I was like, I did. And the judge was like, and I was just like, you know, I've been in jail for like 4 months and y'all ain't gave me an attorney. So I was about to just sit in here, I had to do something. So that day he gave me an attorney, you know, attorney came back, started talking to me about what's going on. Eventually, like, you know, 2-3 months later, worked some shit out, ended up getting out.
Gotcha. Okay. And then, so you got out of jail there. Mm-hmm. So now, what? Now you 22, 23? No.
I'm like going on 22. It's actually, I was still 21, about to be 22. Yeah. And when I got out, I was fucked up. You know what I mean? The girl I was with, it was crazy because.
So when you say fucked up, you mean broke?
I was beyond broke. You know what I'm saying? Like broke. Beyond broke. You know, and anybody that know me ain't never been too proud for the touch. So that's why I'm so, you know, in a way arrogant, you know, narcissist, you feel me, very prideful person because what I've been through. But you know, like I done walked the same streets that niggas drive up and down, you feel me? I walked into corner stores, sneaking off, you know, Rice Krispie treats just to have a meal for the day, you feel me? Like I done really been down bad before because I'm an immigrant. Yeah. I got family here. So, you know, other corners where people have uncles to lay on the couches, anything like that. Ain't had it. And at the same time, I was also a prideful person.
Yeah, so you don't want to ask somebody for that.
I don't want to ask somebody for shit.
So when you got out, so now you broke, and then what was you said the chick you was messing with, what happened with the chick?
Yeah, chick I was dealing with before I went in, you know, stole all my paper, you feel me? My homies that I thought was my homies, wasn't my homies. So when I got out, before I had went in, actually I had been to Miami one time. Yeah. So the one time I went to Miami, I went there for like 2 days, came back, but the whole entire time I was in jail, I was just like, you know, when I get out, I'm moving to Miami. Yeah. I was like, man, there was something about Miami, like, I'm moving there, like, fuck this shit, fuck Texas. So when I got out, I got out homeless. Walked up fucking Market Center to a hotel, you know, snuck into a room, laid my head down for a day, and kind of figured some shit out from there, and I contacted one of my homegirls, and I was like, hey, you know, like, can you buy me a ticket to Miami?
Yeah.
She's like, what the fuck are you gonna do in Miami? I'm like, yo, like, I know people in Dallas. Excuse me. I was like, I don't want nobody motherfucking drive up on the street and be like, hey,
Yeah.
what's up, nigga? God damn. She's like, good, it's a week ago.
Nigga said, God
You know?
damn.
Oh, God. So I'm like, you know, I don't want that shit. So at the end of the day, I was like, you know, I'm gonna go to Miami. Like, if I'm be fucked up, I already fucked up out there. At least I can sleep on the beach. It ain't hot like out here.
So you was like, fuck this. Like, you, first of all, you didn't want nobody to see that knew you.
Yep.
And on top of that, you was like, the fuck this weather and shit out here. You was like, if I'm gonna be homeless, nigga, I'm gonna be homeless in Miami, nigga. Right.
Facts.
Okay.
I'd rather sleep on the beach.
Okay,
than sleep
gotcha.
on the concrete out here.
So she bought a ticket for you.
She bought the ticket for me.
Damn, just like that. How much was the ticket?
$100, one-way ticket.
Oh, okay, one-way ticket, yeah.
$100, $150, you know. She let me borrow some money, got me a hotel for 2 days, you know. And, you know, shout out Rochelle, man. She's a real one. You know what I mean?
So she bought you the flight to Miami.
Bought me the flight to Miami.
You get to Miami, then what?
I get to Miami, I hit up the one and only dude I know out there, because he sold me weed the first time I was out there.
Yeah.
And he was from Austin, so we, you know, just being from Texas type shit, you know, we just kind of connected. So he picked me up and he's like, you know, hey bro, I'm gonna take you to the strip club. You know, I'm gonna call like a couple of my homies, gonna give you welcome to Miami, you know, shindig. And I'm like, cool. So granted, you know, I was an athlete my whole entire life. Yeah. So with that being said, like I was like really green to other shit. Like, you know, I had been in strip clubs, I had been in clubs, I've been doing all of that, but other little aspects of life I was really green to. I really didn't know too much about.
When you say that other aspects, what do you mean by that?
Like, I guess like the way the nightlife or underlife world works, you know, separate of, I guess you could say, drugs, you know what I mean? Like, I was familiar with how that worked.
Yeah.
But, you know, women, clubs, you know, all that kind of shit, I was really kind of naive to. To me, it was just a commodity of going to a club, spending money, having a good time and going home. I never knew the backside of it.
Okay, so the backside of like how the business is running, all
everything,
that.
You know, from you know, all types of entities, from the club to the women to the men to everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so going to Miami, everything's like based on strip clubs out there.
Okay.
If you want to smoke hookah, you go to the strip club. You want to get a drink and chill, you go to the strip club. You want to go turn up, you go to the strip club. You want to eat, strip club. You know, everything is centered on strip club based. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we get to Miami, he takes me to a club called Tootsie's.
Right.
And anybody that's been to Tootsie's, you know, this is like an old Costco's.
Yeah.
So I've never seen no shit like that before in my life. You know what I mean? It makes the old Onyx look like DG's, like nothing. So I'm in there just like, fuck, bro. Like, the fuck is this? I see a money cage. I see casino looking shit. I sit back and I'm just like, the fuck is this?
Whole different world.
Whole different world.
Right.
And I sit down, but it's like a white club, you know? It's more of a white people club. So I sit down, and there was only one black girl sitting working in the club.
Right.
You know, that girl approached me, and I told her immediately, I was like, yo, like, I just got out of jail, you know, I'm fresh out here. I'm just letting you know now, you trying to get some money about it, man, ain't got nothing for you.
Yeah.
You know, and so she was like, nah, you know, it's slow, I just want to talk. I'm like, all right, cool. You know,
yeah, Miami stripper, they just want to talk.
They just want to talk. At the end of the day, you know, she probably might think I'm lying to her, you know what I'm saying? Or she sees my friends with me, you know, they might spend some money. So she just sits down, so I just talk. So we start talking, and she's like, where you from? I'm like, I'm from Dallas. I was like, no, the fuck, you trying to be funny? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, you knew my name was Dallas. And I was like, nah. She's like, yeah.
Oh, the stripper name was Dallas.
Her dancer name was Dallas.
Oh,
it was
shit.
just some weird ass shit. I was like, all right, bitch. So we sit there, we talk for a little bit, not even for a little bit, the whole entire time I'm there.
So how long you was there?
A couple hours.
See, I talked for 3 hours. You talked to a stripper for 3 hours in the club.
2 or 3 hours, we getting drunk, getting drinks.
What y'all talking about?
Life. She's telling me about her moving down from Jersey. She had like
Jersey.
At the time, I didn't know what was going on, but she's like, you know, I just moved out here from Jersey, and she's like, yeah, with my friend. She showed me pictures of this white girl. She's like, this is my wifey, and blah, 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 blah. This is our house. This is our cars. I'm just like, damn, bitch, you know, like, again, I'm green. I'm just like, you know, this is Miami. That's what you think about Miami anyways. You know, nice cars, big houses, bad bitches.
Right,
so I'm just like, all right, it's Miami.
Okay.
And that ain't really what was really going on, though. You know, on the later side, I find out.
What was really going on?
she ended up hitting me up after the club, and she's like screaming and crying. She's like, I'm tired of this shit. Fuck this nigga. Blah, 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 blah.
What the fuck?
I can't do this shit. Come pick me up.
She talking to Luke?
Yeah. So I'm telling my homie, I'm like, I'm in his car at the end of the day.
I was like, you go pick up, you ain't got no fucking car.
I'm in this nigga car. So I'm like, bro, the bitch want me to come get her. You know, at the end of the day, like, it's my first day in Miami. I'm trying to get my dick wet too. So, it's like, what can we really do?
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, bro, you don't know nothing about Miami. You green, bro. They bitch trying to rob you, dog. She trying to rob you. I said, yeah. She know I don't got no money.
Yeah.
I was like, how far is it from you? We looked, it's like 8 minutes away. So we drove by, hit the corner. She's literally outside.
Yeah, mommy ain't that big, yeah.
Yeah, ain't that big. So she's outside with her luggage.
Uh-huh.
So we pick her up and we take her back to the hotel room. She gets her room. And the next day she's like, I'm gonna go back to Jersey, but I wanna work for like 2 days till my people get down here to come and get me, and then, I'm gonna go home. But, can I just take me and drop me off, make sure I'm good? And we're like, yeah, we got you. So for like 2 days straight, we drop her off, take her,
So this girl's a prostitute?
This girl's a dancer. She's an entertainer.
Oh, okay, so she was working.
She at the end of the day, whatever that, she or women decide to do while they're at work is their choice. You feel me? But she wasn't.
Well, I'm saying when she said take her and drop her off, she meant drop her off at the club.
At the club.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not dropping her off on no railroad track or nothing.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure.
Yeah. So we drop her off, pick her up for like 2 days. She's making her some good money. On the third day, we drop her off and she's like, hey, I don't want to use money in the hotel. I don't want to take it to work. Can you just hold on to it for me? I'm like, all right, yeah, cool, no problem. So she gets.
How much money did she give you?
I mean, I didn't count it. It was just like a wad of money.
Okay.
So I put it in the glove compartment of his car. Me and him go to the beach. We fuck off all day, just kicking at the beach, smoking and shit like that. I'm still getting accustomed to Miami.
Yeah.
And come back and pick her up, and we go back to the room. She starts counting her money, and she's like, damn, like, all my money's in here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, like, what you mean, what you expect? She's like, man, it was really a test.
Yeah.
She's like, I'd have made like $4,000 or $5,000 in the past 2 days, and I used to give my money to a dude, and he would do nothing with it. You feel me? Like he wouldn't do shit with it. And she was like, but you seem like a really smart, intelligent person, and I don't want to go home. So let's make a deal. I'm gonna look out for you. You look out for me.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, cool. Let's figure it out. I mean, at that point, I wasn't gonna say no. I only had 2 days on my hotel, so this was like day 3 type shit.
I only had 2 days on my hotel.
Just telling you, it's a fact. It's like day. I'm like, God.
You supposed to check out this morning. She woke up telling you that shit.
God, nigga.
Yeah. They said God, nigga.
It's fake, nigga.
So she telling you, basically approach you to I want you to be like.
I want you to. Like she had a pee. That's really what it was. She got a pee.
So the nigga she was staying with before.
The nigga that brought her down was a pee.
Okay, gotcha.
So she's like, why would I sit here and deal with this pee? You know what I'm saying? And I can trust you to at least you hungry. You're gonna do right with this.
Yeah.
So and if you don't, then I'm just gonna go home anyways.
Yeah.
She's like, I'd rather take a chance and go home like I failed.
Right, exactly.
So she took a chance on me. And. Shit, really, from there it was up.
Okay.
Like Roddy Rich, nigga, I'm just saying straight up.
So what is up? Like, what you mean by that? Like
3 months we was staying in Brooklyn, high rise with 2 cars. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, real shit.
At
She
the time,
was getting it like that.
She was making $3,000-$4,000 a day.
And what club was she working at?
Tootsie's.
Okay, yeah. So she still at Tootsie's.
She still at Tootsie's.
So by this time, ain't nothing really
broke. Don't fix it.
Okay, so yeah, she just basically making all the money at the club.
She's making all the money at the club, bringing it home, and even at this time, I'm still kind of green. It's just more of me just like having money there to be able to do what it is that I need to do.
All right, bro. So at this point, the chick, she basically got all the girls under her control. So is they giving the money to her, or she giving the money back to you? So how's the money flowing in?
Nah, they're giving the money to me. Mm-hmm. They're giving the money to me. I'll count it all up, and shit, do what it is.
So you think she already told them to get the money to you by the time she got there, or what?
Yeah, she gamed all the bitches. Like I said, when I got there, it was already laid out for me. It was just a matter of like, look, because at the point then I had a lot of, I was fucking off so much money in strip clubs. I knew all the owners, managers, so getting girls in clubs wasn't an issue then.
Okay.
So, you know, so it matters. Like, see, look, I got them here, they laid out. Your job is to get them there, get them in it, and get them back and forth.
Okay, got you. So by this point right here, the chick, she is, all the chicks are basically all working in the club. They bring back home the money every day. So what's the goal now? What are you thinking about?
Now at this point, I'm like, you know, with her, what it was the first week
Right.
that I was with them. The first week I was with them, for sure, made at least like $50,000.
The first week, nigga?
First week.
So you made $50,000 in the first week.
And in my head, it fucked me up because I'm like, yo, 50 times 52. First thing that came to my head.
That's the first thing you thought about.
50 times 52.
Yeah. How much is that?
What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you about to do? But I was still naive and green, even thinking that they're gonna make that every week.
Yeah.
You know, that's where like the reality started sitting in with the whole situation was like, all right, now you actually got 5 females, which means you got 5 women that are needy, emotional, you know, like that shit ended up starting to turn to Bad Girls Club, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was weird because it's like, you know, girl 1, 2, 3 hates girl 4, 5.
Yeah.
2 days later, girl 5 and 3 hate girl 1 and 2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, I can't keep up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who not to have in a car together. You know what I'm saying? Which days I'm just lost. It's just too stressful.
Gotcha.
So at the time, you know, I'm starting to make a little noise in Miami as far as like with the females and shit like that. But you know, I still wasn't just like, oh, this is what I'm on type shit. You know what I mean? I still was dealing with other shit. So I was still playing with it type shit.
Yeah.
You know, it was just so easy for me. I didn't take it serious.
Yeah.
And P's in Miami started getting mad because
You wasn't taking this
I
shit.
wasn't taking this shit serious.
So they knew you was a P. So
They knew I was on P shit
How the other P's find out you was a P?
because they kept trying to knock my bitches.
Okay, gotcha.
And my bitches wouldn't go.
Okay, gotcha.
You feel me? They wouldn't go. And so they on somebody, well, why you ain't going?
Yeah.
I fuck with this nigga. You feel me?
Oh,
they see
gotcha.
me in a club at the same time. You know, back then I'm still on out of pocket shit. So I was like you know, my bitches at work and I'm out with other bitches.
Yeah.
That ain't
It's
with
crazy,
the shit. You feel
crazy
me?
shit, yeah.
Yeah. So to them it's like, all right, you know, like
You not supposed to do that?
not really.
Why?
It's like this is like if a woman decide like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna give you everything in life. I'm gonna give you everything I got. You know, I'm gonna trust you to guide me. I'm gonna trust you with my money. I'm gonna trust you with the decisions. I'm gonna trust you with everything.
Right.
It's like you gotta know, like, all right, am I gonna do right with that trust? Or am I gonna do bad with that trust?
Right.
You feel me? And if you decide to do right with that trust, then like the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you decide to do bad with that trust, then it's like that shit can be short lived really quick.
Yeah.
We probably gonna have to edit this part because I really forgot what the fuck I was just answering.
No. You what I asked you was you have to be out with the chicks.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Oh yeah. So okay, yeah. So as far as like being off the chick, so it's like it's out of pocket because like all right, so they giving me everything, they trusting me with everything. You know, if they even talk to a dude, they making it about money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I would even install to them so cold like, look, if a nigga want to take you to dinner, you can take yourself to dinner.
Yeah.
I can take you to dinner. Like fuck dinner. Like, are you paying me for being at dinner? You know, and I would tell them like that's how life need to be with everything.
Yeah.
You know, your time is it needs to be accounted for, not what somebody's doing.
Yeah, gotcha.
Take you shopping, cool, but I still need money for my time of while we were shopping.
Yeah.
You know, I told them it needs to be so cold to where if you're at a bar and you want to take a shot, you know, if a guy's like, oh baby, let me buy you a shot. Like, I'm not impressed by buying me no shot. Buy me a shot and give me $10 for taking it.
So, okay, I got you. So by this time you had figured the game out. By this time.
By that time, I figured it out. By that time, I understood, like, you know, it really in Miami, because that's what Miami's based on. Miami is a sex-driven city.
Right, absolutely.
That's what it's based on. Period. Sex sells out there. Money talks, bullshit walks.
Right.
And so but coming from Texas, that's not how it is out here.
Right, exactly.
In Dallas, relationships matter.
Right.
Money don't mean shit in Dallas.
Okay, got you.
So, I started realizing like, all right, like money talk, bullshit walk. Everything needs to be about money. So. With that being said, me being out with girls that ain't giving me money is me not even being about what my girls is about.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's why, in a way, you're not supposed to do that. If you're really committed to the game.
So that's when you fucking up right there. Dude.
At that point, I'm not even saying I'm fucking up, because it's not fucking up what I got going on. But that's what the P's in Miami are paying attention to.
It's not looking good.
As far as how they feel, no.
Gotcha.
And it's not even because they think I ain't doing the game right. A lot of it was just envious.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, this nigga's able to have these girls that stay down and do this. Because if they did it, they bitches are going to be like, nah, you got me fucked up, I'm out.
Yeah.
So that's really more what it was than anything.
But it's probably because you didn't have true Miami hoes. Like, Miami hoes probably know the game a little bit different than the hoes that came down from Jersey.
Facts.
Them hoes from Jersey, they just as green damn near as you.
Facts. Now, Miami hoes, they trained, you know what I mean? Like, they get out of school and one of the options for them is like stripping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in career class, like, what do you want to be? I want to go to KOD. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they think. So, you know what I mean?
I want to go to KOD.
That's what they thinking out there, because they seeing women make a check every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But the problem is, a lot of women, they get into it for fun and not for the funds. You know what I mean? Like, they play with it.
Yeah.
And I always tell everybody, like, no matter what it is you do in life, you got to do it full throttle.
Yeah.
So it's like, people see all these people having luxurious lifestyles, living good, catering for their families, traveling, and all the people that are doing that are people that have mastered their crafts.
Yeah.
Regardless if you're talking about movie stars, musicians, basketball players, CEOs, hedge fund people, entrepreneurs, anybody. They've all mastered their craft.
Right.
And in doing that, they had to stay down until they came up.
Mm-hmm.
That's anything you do in life.
Yeah.
Stripping ain't no different.
Right.
And the thing is, a lot of girls, it's so saturated now. Like 10 years ago, a girl being a dancer wasn't just like, oh, okay, you dance. Like, yeah, I dance. Okay, cool. Like, that's what's up, girl. Like, get that bag, bitch. Okay, yeah. Bitch. It's not like that no more.
Yeah.
Now it's like, it wasn't like that back then.
Yeah.
Back then it was like, oh, you dance? Oh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch, she stripping. I don't fuck with that bitch.
Yeah. It wasn't as normalized as today, yeah.
Yeah, but then now you got Cardi B.
Normalize that shit.
You got Black China.
Yeah.
You got what's that other girl? Lyra? Yeah, Lyra.
Lyra Galore.
You got all these girls that danced, you know what I mean? Yeah, and now they like figures in these women's life that they're seeing every day, and they looking at it like, damn, all right, stripping is a gateway to other ways of life, which is true if you do it right.
Right.
These bitches look at it and still goofy motherfuckers and do the shit goofy, and then wonder why they're doing it for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
It still ain't went nowhere.
It still ain't went nowhere.
Yeah.
I know girls that have been dancing. You can go to DG's and Ecstasy and see girls have been dancing in there since 2012.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you still doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you had day shift. So really, like, what are you still doing here?
Day shift.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like you're not doing it right. Dancing is like anything else. It's like, you gotta follow the money.
Yeah.
You got Super Bowl coming up right now.
Yeah.
If you're a real dancer and you're not going to Super Bowl, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You got All-Star coming up. If you're a dancer and you're not going to All-Star, what are you doing?
So you feel like only the real dancers and real people that
the ones that really get the game, they know you got to travel to get the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. Every city slows down.
You can't stay in just one city and get the money?
Some cities you can if you live in like LA, you live in Miami, You feel me? Cities that are trained for
tourist,
that.
that are tourist cities.
Not even tourists, because LA is a tourist city, but just it's a rich Hollywood city, so celebrities are going to spend that money.
Right.
Miami, tourist city to the max, but also a very street getting money city. People are going to spend that money.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? New York, you know what I mean? Same thing. But like Dallas, #1 economy, plenty of money. If a girl is dancing 365 out here, she ain't made more than 50,000 a year.
She ain't made every day?
If she danced 4 to 5 days a week, I don't believe she done made at least 50,000 in a year in Dallas.
If she dancing 45 days a week, she ain't made more than 50,000.
Not in Dallas.
You don't think almost no strippers in Dallas making more than 50,000 a week.
Maybe a few in Ecstasy.
That's the only club.
Maybe a few of the Spanish girls in Ecstasy. Or the girls that are dancing at gentleman clubs. But you gotta understand the difference between a gentleman club and a strip club. I'm talking about strip clubs. Ecstasy, DGs, V-Live.
What's the difference between a strip club and a gentleman's club? What's the difference?
Gentleman's club is, I mean, like if you go to them, you'll see a difference immediately. Gentleman's club is like, half of them don't even have poles on them. You know what I mean? It's more of a personal one-on-one thing. You know what I mean? Like even a girl getting on stage just to like see the girl.
Yeah.
In a black club, or urban club, a girl get on stage is that's where she's gonna make her money.
Yeah. Really,
the difference between a gentleman club and a strip club is ones and hundreds. That's really the difference.
Hey, I will test it out.
That's really the difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I used to talk to this one stripper, man, worked at a gentleman's club, white stripper and shit. Man, I remember I knew she made a lot of fucking money one day just by mistake. Like, I never really asked how much she made or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We fucking with each other, but I ain't really asking that shit. She come in the crib one day. I said, yo, I never saw her have like a bag, like how the girl stripper does.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what you do with all like your ones and shit you get from the club? She looked me dead in my face, King. I swear to God. She said, I don't really get a lot of ones. I was like, God damn, bitch. I'm like, shit.
Like, what are those?
Yeah, I'm like, God damn, you making fucking money, ho. Like,
yeah, it's like ones, what are those? So, but just to get back on topic, and kind of get through that shit real quick.
Yeah, so back to the Miami story. So by this time, the P's are seeing how you moving. They not like how you moving, but your girl still ain't getting knocked. Okay, so the chicks, man, that's with you now. You move, you still got them in the game. How much longer your time is with them before they start like drifting off and doing different things?
They didn't even drift off. Really, what happened was my attitude just hit the peak. Couldn't take it no more.
Cause just the drama and shit every day.
The drama every day. Honestly, like what really hit me was not being able to sleep.
But how much money was you bringing in a week at this time?
I was making paper. It wasn't about the money at the time. At this point, it was like, I wasn't even sleeping. You gotta understand,
you wasn't sleeping at all?
I wasn't sleeping, bro.
Why?
Because somebody always had to be somewhere.
Always has to be somewhere.
You gotta understand, Miami, you got clubs that close at 2, you got clubs that close at 4, you got clubs that close at 5, you got clubs that are 24 hours.
Yeah.
So there's 5 girls, they all work at different clubs.
All 5 work at
and there's no
different
Uber at this time, nigga.
Oh shit! I forgot.
People forget what Uber really done did to the game. You feel me? Uber. Hey man, if you really do this, Uber done really made the game sweet.
Yeah.
Because now you can just dip.
Yeah, they
you
got
ain't gotta just get them.
I heard a real pimp don't never sleep, bro.
They don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, it's not even really about like, the whole P thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like something to be respected. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you got people that do shit for certain reasons. I don't do this shit because I feel like I need to. You feel me? Like I get my own money and shit, whatever. I don't do the shit because I feel like I have to. Right. It's literally just something that every time I try to get away from, just kept falling in my lap. Even after I stopped dealing with her, you know what I mean? I ain't stopped dealing with her and gave everything up and then ran up and started knocking bitches.
What I'm saying, so you can say your attitude at the peak or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. What was your breaking point, bro? Like, what was like, you was like, well, fuck all y'all, like, all y'all can get the fuck out. Like, did something like that happen, or how did it transpire where you lost that stable? Because at this point, you got 6 girls at this point, right?
What was it? It was I think what it was, and well, for one, I never hit him with the everybody get the fuck out.
Yeah.
We got everybody their own cribs and told them to go up on their separate ways.
So
You know
you
what I
say
mean?
at that point, that's basically telling them they ain't gotta get the money to you no more.
Yeah, at this point it's like, here are y'all cribs, y'all do your own thing, you feel me? And then me and my bottom, we just continue. At that point it was kind of like you can make more money and save a headache with one than you can with six. You know what I mean?
Right. So at this point, you cut all the 5 loose, and it just kept the bottom that started from the beginning with you. At that point, okay. And was that so? How did the money look after that?
I mean, it was still good.
Was you
know?
scared when
Nah.
you did that?
Nah, because at this point, I'm doing my own thing, you feel me? Like, I've been doing it long enough to where, I'm self-sustainable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even without her, I done made my connects, I done found my own incomes at this point, that I'm good,
Okay.
At that point, I was really bringing more money in than she was still. It didn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was still good money,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Easy money.
Easy money.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So I always just got there on separate crib. So you and the bottom continue, right?
Mhm.
Same chick that put you on the game, right? So y'all continue. What happens next?
I mean,
So
we do our little thing for a little bit. And that's what you want to hear, huh? We did our thing for a little bit. And then for 9 months, 7 months. And she had this dude that would come to the club and trick off money on her like damn it every day, like racks. This nigga was just going crazy on her for like 5 months straight.
Yeah.
I mean, like, she not even, like, literally walking to work and just come over racks every day because of this one dude.
Yeah.
And this is at the same time, though, like, again, I wasn't taking that shit serious. So I'm still, fucking with bitches. I'm not dealing with her, you know what I'm saying? We was always just cool type shit, you feel me? So, but it was like kind of put a drift in between us. But at the same time, like, I was like addicted to the money at this time too, you know what I mean? So I'm just like still like holding on, even though I could like let her go type shit, but she didn't even necessarily act like she wanted to go anywhere either. But this dude just kept going crazy on her.
Yeah.
And then so, granted, girls at her club, they see how happy she is. They got their own situations going on. Some of them ain't happy, They see me and they're back and forth. Some of them, are interested or like a nigga. And one of them I got really cool with.
Mm-hmm.
And she started randomly saying yeah, you should come to the club tonight. You should come to the club tonight. I mean, I would never get up and go.
Yeah.
But when I would go, it wouldn't be when she would tell me like, hey, you should come to the club tonight. So then one day I'm like, why the fuck you keep telling me to come up there? She's like, you might see something, you might not. You should come up here.
She kept telling you this.
She just kept telling me that.
Every time you come to the club, she said it.
No. She'd be texting me that, like, we cool, like, text.
Okay, gotcha.
So she would just be like, randomly, like, hey, you should come to the club tonight. And I was just like, for what? I'm about to come in there. And so one day I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I might see something, I might not. She's like,
You might see something, you might not.
I might see something, I might not. Like, I might not.
Oh, okay, gotcha, okay.
So I'm like, the fuck is you talking about? She's just
Gotcha.
like, so I go up there. My bitch not there.
Your bitch not there.
She's not there.
Oh,
She's not at work.
where she at?
That's where I dropped her off at. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's not there. So I'm like, the fuck is really going on? She's like, yeah, yo, she really don't come to work ever.
Oh,
So, peep this though. For like 2 weeks straight when she was bringing me all these racks, I wasn't peeping. I peeped it, but I didn't even think nothing of it. I'm just thinking this nigga got tired of throwing money and started handing it to her. But she would bring home like ones and hundreds. But the hundreds will always be like brand new in a perfect stack, synchronized and everything.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm clearly knowing the nigga ain't through it. I'm just thinking he just like saying, fuck it, here you go. Let's chill. And he did that so many times. But really what was going on, I was dropping her off. He was picking her up, kicking it with her all night, so her being at work, giving her money and dropping her back off. So at that point, it's like, it ain't even about the money. Just like, damn, bitch, like, you mean that sneaky?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit happened, and really the way that shit ended was Buddy hit me up, and he was like, look, man, like, been dealing with her for a minute, that it ain't never been no issues, always been about money, because in Miami, like, tricking is like normal, you know what I mean? Like, that's
Right.
just like, especially if you grew up in Miami, you know what I mean? Like, if you have money, like, 9 times out of 10, you're a trick. You know what I mean? It don't even like mean that you're a trick ass nigga, but you just know that
money to get around.
Money is what it's about.
Right.
So, he had no issue putting his money up first for this girl. So he was like, I'll give you $20,000, bro, if you just, let her come to me and just leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? Just like let her get out. And I want to
you trying to like date her? Or you trying to pimp her?
No, he was like, I want to marry her.
Oh,
they were in love.
Oh, they were in love.
They were in love, bro. They were like coming together. She was leaving work. I'll drop her off. She was wait like 10 minutes. He'd pick her up.
Yeah.
While she's supposed to be at work, she laid up with him, going on dates. Like, it was crazy. I started seeing pictures, like, they had been going on dates, all types of shit. Like,
so you're not checking her social media at this point?
No, I never was. I told you, bro, I was just enjoying life. I wouldn't, like.
So you looked at her social media, saw all the pictures of this guy?
Not even I looked at her social media. I just had, in the midst of all of that, when I started figuring out what was going on, I started seeing all these pictures, you feel me, like on her phone or whatnot, like that, yeah. And like, it was even so cold, like she had went to Jersey for Thanksgiving, and the nigga had flew up there and spent Thanksgiving with her family.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this was while she like sending me money from Jersey still, from when she dancing up there. I'm just like, I was like, yo, like, you been like in love type shit with this nigga this whole time type shit.
So was you hitting that chick at that time?
No, I didn't care about that. It was just about like the betrayal, you know what I'm saying? But at the time.
No, bro, I'm saying that you weren't hitting it though.
No.
At that time?
No.
Nah. So any of the 5 chicks that was in the house, you ever hit any of them chicks?
Nah.
Never?
But in what house?
When you had the 5 chicks in the house
No.
in Miami. Never hit none of them?
No. Because at the end of the day, like, that's what she taught me, you know what I'm saying?
What, don't hit them?
Don't dip in your own sauce.
Gotcha.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, it's not about emotion, it's about business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when you do that and you make things emotional, that's really how you end up having problems. Because, like, you have sex with, like, girl 3.
Mm-hmm.
You fuck girl 1 2 days later. That might be cool. But then, you fuck girl 4 and girl 1 might get pissed off because that's the last one you fuck. You feel me? So
Gotcha.
It's like, don't dip in your own sauce.
So you never hit none of them? Like,
No,
ever?
I didn't hit none of them.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I didn't hit none of them.
Okay, so basically the chick, so the nigga gave you 20,000 for the chick, or what happens with that?
Yeah, you gave me $20K for it.
That was a good move to make?
At the time, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because
she wasn't happy.
By this time,
She's gonna go regardless.
Well, yeah, I mean, by this time, how much you made so far by this time?
With her, this is like, going on like 3-4 years with her. So I mean, we had cleared up well over M.
Well over M?
For sure.
Okay, for sure. Got you. Okay. And then, so you kept all of it, or you kept most of it, or how?
I mean, at that time, you gotta understand, like, I was blowing most of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was literally, like, what was being given to me was being spent. Because I was thinking how, like, most strippers think, like,
So by this time, you ain't got no money left?
I have money.
Okay, you
have money. I don't have that money.
Yeah.
I have money. I have a little bit. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
I'm talking about, yeah, by that time.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, by the time, yeah, I have a little bit. Yeah, I have a little bit. I don't have what I should have if I was really thinking the right way.
Because by the time, what you think you should have had?
At least, like, half a ticket.
Half a ticket, yeah.
For sure.
But you just blowing that shit, though.
I'm just blowing it, though.
Okay,
I'm in the strip club like crazy.
In strip club like crazy?
Like crazy.
Okay, so you're in a pretty comfortable situation leaving the chick, or whatever, right? Because let's say, you got, 100 bands or something like that, probably? By the time you let her go? I mean, because you had to have something substantial to say, okay, I'm going to let my bottom bitch go. Because hoes like that just don't come around every day, bro.
You funny. You said you had 100 bands or something.
Yeah, I mean, so it had to be something.
I had some money.
It had to be something substantial, bro.
I had some money. I had some money. Like, at the end of the day, I had some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, wasn't even about the money, though. It's never really been about the money. And if you do the thing the right way, it's not about money. It's about loyalty. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. And if you have loyalty and you do the shit the right way, the money come naturally. So
she wasn't happy, you let her go. So is that chick still with that nigga today?
Today. They have a baby and they married.
God damn.
Yeah, she was pregnant like 2 months later.
And you ain't never talked to her since then?
Mm-mm. We have no bad blood, nothing like that.
Okay, yeah. So it's just past life.
Past life.
So at that point, when you let her go, what you thinking now? So you thinking like, okay, am I done pimping? Or you like, okay, am I gonna keep doing this? Or you like,
at that point.
Because by that time, you ain't even taking it serious though.
Yeah, at that point, I was done with it. At that point, it was it.
Okay.
I was good. I had my own paper. I was just living life.
Okay, so then how'd you get them starting back up?
Quick question: this whole thing gonna be about peep shit?
Nah. We gotta go through the whole process.
I'm just, you know, I don't want this whole thing to be about no piece shit.
Yeah, I got your story though, bro. Like I was saying, when did you really start taking the piece shit serious, bro?
Shit. Not even a year ago, 8 to 10 months ago.
So what's the difference between taking it serious and then not taking it serious? What's the big difference?
If you take it serious, it's an everyday thing. You know, it's what comes first. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like I was saying earlier, you know, if the girls, if they 10 toes down and they committed to you, you gotta be 10 toes down and committed to them.
Okay.
You know, and a lot of niggas out here doing that boyfriend shit. You know, they'll meet a girl, get them to like them, and then try to be on some like, oh, you a stripper, give me your money. You know what I mean? Like, I love you. You know what I mean?
I love you.
Nah, it's for real though. Like, people gotta understand that shit. Like, that boyfriend piece shit is like, it's like a cancer in the game. You know what I mean? Like, niggas is really fucking the game up with that shit because it's like, a girl can really either have a boyfriend, she got a pee.
Yeah. They can't.
Or she be single.
You had a girlfriend?
No.
You ain't never had a girlfriend since you started peeing? You been a pee?
Nah.
Never? Why, you think a pig ain't had no girlfriend?
Not a real one, no.
Not a real pee?
No. It gets back to the standard of what I just said a minute ago. You gotta be committed to your girls first. If you have a girlfriend, that means she probably come first. She can't come first. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be drama right there. Like, what, you with your girl and one of the girls call and say, hey, need this and that, you're like, all right, you know, I'll be back.
Okay.
You already know how that's about to go.
So how much do you decide how much each girl get paid?
You said what?
How do you decide how much each girl get paid?
As far as what do you mean by get paid? What do they get paid?
I know they bring all the money back to you, right? Mm-hmm. So as a pimp, what's your metric to keep track of that? Like, you got, like you said, like a minimum or like some shit like that, or how is it?
Yeah, you know, like everybody got their own minimums. Everybody got their own standards.
So each girl got their own different minimum?
No. Every guy that, you know,
gotcha.
within the game has their own minimums, have their own standards. But
gotcha.
At the end of the day, it's like, you know, it's like.
So how does a chick, like, basically, like, let's say she go over the minimum, right? And she go back a week. How do you make sure she bring you back all of it?
What do you mean by how do I make sure she brings you back all of it?
So they just automatically know that. Because how you know you're not getting short?
You gotta understand, bro. Ain't no doubt in it.
So you don't think you ever got shorted? Like a chick let's say she gave you.
I'm not saying I've never been shorted, but any girl that shorted me ain't with me no more. Because that uncertainness, that doubt that she has is gonna start breaking through the cracks later on other ways. You feel me? And eventually y'all gonna end up having to go your separate ways.
And in other ways, like.
Just like, you know, you might start arguing, you know what I'm saying? She might start snapping at you, talking back, acting crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's that doubt, you know what I mean? And if she has doubt, excuse me, if she has doubt, it's probably because, you know, she's stashing her own money, you know, getting ready to leave.
Gotcha.
You know? So everything ain't for everybody, and a lot of people, they try shit and it don't be for them.
Right, gotcha.
You know?
And also a thing, so with you doing that, what's one of the benefits of being your girl?
Security.
And what?
Life.
And life?
You might make $30,000 in January. You might make $2,000 in February. You know, in March, you might be walking wrong and twist your ankle on the stage and can't work for 3 weeks and I'll make no money. Ain't nothing gonna change. Rent's always gonna be paid. Life's always gonna be good. You're still gonna live to the standard that you used to. So security.
So why do you think women go into that life, bro, instead of just doing for themselves like a renegade?
Because a lot of women, they want security. That's really what it comes down to. And
they can't secure themselves?
They can. But the thing is, like, some females, it ain't even about that, you know, like, you got. Like, in being a renegade, like, I feel like, that's what I feel like. I feel like anybody that, like, dances or, you know, is involved in that type of lifestyle in any way, shape, or form is automatic a renegade in life. You know what I'm saying? They have some type of default.
Break down what a renegade is, though. Like, just
like, as far as, like, with a female, just period.
The definition of a renegade female.
A renegade female is, you know, a female that is in the game, but doesn't have a people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a renegade.
Okay. So you say they just need that guidance or whatever like that, you know?
I mean, not all girls need guidance though. You feel me? That's not as like you got plenty of women that are successful without nobody that helps them.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody hating on that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, at all.
But how do you know which chicks to pick
As far as what
to come on your team?
loyalty, you know, it's really about loyalty.
So you test it?
I won't say I test them.
So how do you know?
Pressure burst pipes.
Pressure
burst pipes. Accountability. It burst pipes and makes diamonds, exactly. So, you know, accountability will always get somebody, you know, it's like, all right, we made an agreement about something. Are you going to hold your hand up to it? I'm going to hold my hand up to it. If I don't agree to it, as far as the game goes, I'm going to hold my hand up to it. You know, because that way I know, like, if you hold your hand up to it, now we got something. If you don't, then, you know, I know at least I ain't 6 months into it and realize that shit. I'm going to realize that shit immediately.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And how fast do you fire chicks from the team if they start messing up?
Expeditiously.
Expeditiously. What get you fired from the team?
Just, you know, not being loyal. You know what I mean? Anything that runs in the lines of that. There could be a lot of things that get you. With me, a lot. Because with me, I don't do this because I have to. Because literally, again, like not because I want to. You know, I feel like somebody got to do the shit right. Somebody got to be like, you know, I don't want to say like, you know, like the good person of it. You feel me? But just like, you know, you've been around me, Jay. You feel me? It's good vibes.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally, it's good vibes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't belittling nobody. I ain't smacking nobody. I ain't like, we like just all like family type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got their own space. Everybody chilling. You know, like I feel like that's how it's supposed to be. Some people, they don't have that in life. You know what I mean? They don't have people that understand them. And I feel like it's about putting together people that understand each other, support each other.
And you got kids, man?
Yeah, but
So how would you feel about your daughter being in that life with somebody like you?
she won't be in that life.
You said she won't be?
And I know people will be like, that nigga a hypocrite. Goddamn right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
But I'm saying,
Just like they are in other facts of their life. Who ain't?
Yeah.
But nah. I mean, if you sell drugs, how you gonna feel about your son selling drugs? You don't want to do that. You sell pussy, how you gonna feel about your daughter selling pussy? You don't want to do that.
So you gonna make sure she
You
don't.
scam, you know, you gonna
So, but you wouldn't want her to be in that life though?
No, she won't be.
Positive?
Not at all. She's not raised like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? But at the end of the day,
You feel like you gotta be raised a certain way to be a prostitute?
To be a prostitute,
Yeah.
I don't feel like you gotta be raised a certain way. I feel like you have to go through a certain track of life. Certain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 has to happen in order to that. But like the thing is though, every girl isn't a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Like some girls, you need to be coached to hustle. You know, like I done dealt with girls that made hella money and never sold no pussy.
Yeah.
You feel me? They just finesse. They look good. They know how to get money. They know how to talk. They know how to move. And they good. So it ain't always about being a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about like selling pussy. At the end of the day, like there's plenty of women that are very respectable in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That do it to open up other avenues in their life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the ones like do that, you know, we have full respect for. You know, like ain't nobody trying to diss them off their game. You know what I mean? It's like, do you? But there's some that are just lost chickens in their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And where that comes is like 90% of them get picked up by, you know, gorilla niggas. You feel me? Niggas that just don't give a fuck. Just on some like fucking shit.
What you think about gorilla pimping?
I mean, you know, it's a cold world.
You said it's a cold world.
That's what I think about it. It's a cold world, you know? It's the yin to the yang.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't support it.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's there. I can't do nothing about it.
You think somebody needs to do that to
I ain't about to put on a cape and be running around like, you know,
But
save the whole, you know?
But do you think that's smart for somebody in that profession to do that, or you think it's smart to do it just the way you do it?
In my opinion, I feel like it's smart to do it the way I do it. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, it ain't even really, you know, like I just feel like the word pimping, for example, is such a derogatory word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like pimping is like, you know, like to like belittle women, to trick a woman, to like, you know, sell her body for you, for your benefit.
Yeah.
And nothing I really do is with as far as like the females in my life is like for like my benefit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to Versace every day and Dolce & Gabbana every day and Louis Vuitton every day and, you know, tricking off the money. You feel me? Like, a lot of it go back into them. You know, get your credit fixed. You feel me? Get your car. You know what I'm saying? Find out what business you want to do. Let's invest into that. Get that shit going. So
she tell you she want to go to school. At school with you?
I want to go to school now because of UNT.
Yes, that's like that.
Yeah.
And she told you that from the jump, or you found her at school?
Told me that from the jump. I ain't find her at school. Yeah.
And you okay with that?
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, just that time away and all of that, or?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, accepting that just make them go harder for you. So it's like, you know, she goes to school 4 days a week, works 3 days a week, but she makes some money.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So how do you make sure all the girls are like clean?
Clean as in what?
Like STDs and stuff like that?
I mean, again, like, you know, who's to say that, like, my girls themselves, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, like, everybody, you know, goes to doctors regardless. You know, I support that. Everybody should go to the doctor. No matter what you do in life. You know what I mean? Basketball player, you know what I'm saying? Brought a girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could be a computer nerd. Go to the doctor. Get tested.
Everybody will get tested.
Get tested.
Yeah. So, pretty much. And so with the chicks you got now, do you ever sleep with any of those chicks, or how does that usually work?
No, like I said earlier, you don't sleep with your girls.
Never.
No.
Okay. So if you never sleep with them, how you know you want them to be your girl?
What do you mean as far as like being my, like, it's not about what I want. Again, it's about loyalty.
Loyalty. So you
The
basically.
game's about loyalty. That's all it's about, bro.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
So, you know, man, you've been out here for a while, Dallas, man. And I want to know, what do you think, man, of just the life in Dallas, man? You know, coming back from Miami. Because when did you get back to Dallas exactly from Miami?
2017, 2018.
And what do you think about it, man, so far?
Dallas is fucked up.
Why is that?
Man, hold on. Yeah, Dallas is fucked up, bro.
Why is it fucked up?
Dallas is a city, and I don't even know if like fucking around with like the whole peace shit make me think differently about it, but Dallas has all the potential in the world and falls short of it so much as far as like our urban area and nightlife goes.
Right.
There's so many comparisons you can do. Dallas has a place that just recently opened called Turkey Leg Paradise.
Paradise, yeah.
But automatically think about Turkey Leg
Right.
Houston. And the food is good. Black ownership, black people. It doesn't get supported as it should. You know what I'm saying? And then you have other situations where you have, you know, artists, you have high school basketball players, athletes, musicians coming through the city that could use a lot of support and they don't get it. It's just fucked up right now, you know what I mean? And really the issue is we have too many people that aren't from the city that have too much control.
Really?
And that's really the issue.
Really the issue.
People don't have the concern of the city first.
Yeah.
And the ones that do don't get the gratitude that they deserve.
And like, is there people who don't get the gratitude they deserve?
On my mind, the number one person would be Ked.
Right.
Hit that.
Get that?
I feel like he's he calls himself the mayor of the city, and I have never seen nobody argue with it. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And it's like, the issue with Dallas is, we've been ranked number one economy in the country. As you can tell if you look at as far as infrastructure around any other city, like you go to Houston, for example. I done been in Houston. If you live in Dallas and from Dallas, you probably done been in Houston for the past 10, 12 years if you're my age.
Right.
I'm guaranteed that damn near drove with the same potholes in the past 10 to 12 years.
Right.
In Dallas, you might drive with the same pothole for a year.
Right.
Dallas is clean, Houston is dirty. Sauce Walker came up here and like, what the fuck?
Shit
Look how
clean.
nice this shit is. This shit's clean. I literally have been in Houston drunk after I was walking downtown. It's like the whole entire bars, all of them, they put their trash on the side.
Yeah.
I guess the city comes and picks it up at that night, but in Dallas, you get your ass fined and closed if you put your trash on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So, it's just like, you got buildings being built everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, you can tell that there's a lot of money in the city.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the nightlife, we still in 2007.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. And
Why do you feel that? Why do you feel that way?
I feel like the reason that we still in the night, it's still in 2007 as far as like nightlife goes, we're really backwards is because money doesn't talk. It's all about relationships out here. And if you go to any city, for example, the term sold out.
Mm-hmm.
You from here, you go out.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have you been told the event sold out and you went to the event and it wasn't?
Several. I mean, well, it just all depends on the night, you know what I'm saying? So, sold out, I mean, you never hear that shit in Miami unless, like, you got somebody like Drake in there or something, but, yeah, I heard you get told that, you know?
So out here, they'll tell you sold out immediately. They feel like sold out is like something prideful.
Right.
We sold out our tables.
Right.
Okay, so I'm not gonna come.
Right.
You're an idiot. In Miami, you never hear sold out. LA, you never hear sold out. Vegas, you'll never hear sold out. The question is always how much.
Right.
How much doesn't work in Dallas? Literally been times I've done it. I know Cowboys players have done it. I know celebrities. I know just niggas in the streets with money have came to clubs and have been told that they can't get a table.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then 2 weeks later, when nobody's in the club, the promoters are like, hey, do you want to come to the club tonight? And I was like, nah, bro, you didn't even just let me in 2 weeks ago. You told me you were sold out.
Right.
When you didn't even walk around the club to see if anybody had empty bottles and told them if they either need to buy more or leave, which is what they do in any other mega city in the country.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in Miami and you go to the club at 11:30, you're a tourist, you don't know no better. You go to the club at 11:30, order your bottles, they're gonna bring them to you to make it feel like you're the shit. But you don't know that don't nobody in the club come till 2 o'clock in the morning in Miami.
Right.
So by 11 to 2, you done drank all your liquor.
Yeah.
Now, it's a dope ass night. A table comes and they're like, you know, probably at home, smoking weed, drinking, bitches is over there, like, we want to go out. Fuck it, let's go to Canada.
Right.
It's popping tonight. They pull up. I need a table. All right, give us a second. Hey, the table minimum for this table has went up. You know, it's not $2,000 anymore. Now it's $3,500. So y'all have to get either 2 more bottles, or we have to get up if the other table is willing to pay it.
Right.
People will literally be like, oh, that's cool, you know, whatever, because they understand money talk.
Yeah.
You're not even coming at them crazy. It's like, you know, make your money, bro. Money talk.
Basically.
In Dallas, you can offer $5,000 on a $1,500 tab. They're gonna be like, it's not about the money. So what is it about? I'm confused why you do this. It's not about the money.
You've had that happen to you before.
Plenty of times.
Where?
SNS. I think SNS is like SNS and Clutch, I think will be the number. But at the end of the day, it's like, it can happen anywhere that has to do with, anywhere in Dallas right now, in the past couple months, it can happen to. Because at the end of the day, it's like, people care so much about the relationships. It's not even that, it's like, they telling you it's sold out and the promoters got tables.
That's a problem.
I'm confused.
Why are you confused by that?
You're telling me it's sold out, but the promoter has a table.
You feel like promoters shouldn't have tables?
What are you promoting for? Why do you promote? What's the purpose of promoting?
To make money.
So if somebody's saying, I will buy your table for $3,000, and you're like, no, doesn't that seem kind of contradicting to your purpose? Wouldn't you just rather just be watching that person pop bottles and knowing that you have money coming in?
And that doesn't happen.
Or you rather stand up there with your pop bottles and act like you the shit?
And that's what happens out here.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
So you don't think promoters should get comp bottles?
No, they comp all you want to.
Yeah.
But if your club is sold out and the only table left is your table, you need to sell it.
So you need to get the fuck up.
Basically. Of course. What other reason are you doing this for? Are you doing it for fun or are you doing it for funds? Which one is it?
So that's what you think promoters are about in Dallas?
Dallas is about fun. That's the problem with it.
Everybody's just having fun.
Everybody's having fun. Everybody want to fuck bitches.
So you don't think no promoters in Dallas worth money?
Make money?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be about money? A few. I know a few that are about their paper. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know a few that are about their paper. But I know a few that are about just having fun and fucking bitches. Those are the few that are fucking up the game. Because at the end of the day, it's like, you gotta understand, it's like, fuck it. Fuck it. It's like this, bro. If I want to throw a dope ass event
Right.
in Dallas on a Sunday night,
Right.
and I'm charging $10 at the door for females, 20 for dudes. Mm-hmm. Plus people want to buy bottles. That's just general admission, which is standard, minimal standard at any other club anywhere in the country.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
People are not going to come to my club in Dallas, no matter what the fuck I have going on.
Why is that?
Because they can go somewhere else for free.
So yeah, bro. So who you think in Dallas started the free shit, bro?
The free shit been around. I don't know who started it. Now what I will say is a certain promotion company in Dallas took the free shit to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And I think what it was is they did it on accident, really. It was kind of like an in-between of like, so what happened in Dallas was, you gotta know the history of the D. Originally, all the clubs used to be in Deep Ellum.
Okay, gotcha.
Deep Ellum slowed down, started getting crime infested, women were getting raped, all type of crazy shit was happening out there. Mm-hmm. So then a lot of bars started popping up in Uptown. But at the same time, clubs in downtown started popping up. You had the Bank, you had, Cirque, you had that other building that was downtown, that was like upstairs, downstairs.
Purgatory.
You had the old, no, not even the Purgatory, it was the one that was on the opposite side. The other dude owned it, but I can't remember. That's matter of fact, we should go there.
Yeah.
But you had all these clubs opening up around that time, so we went from Deep Ellum to downtown. Now after downtown, it started moving around to like random little clubs. People started doing like the little Knox Henderson clubs. You had the little Addison shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything started like kind of spreading out. People started traveling a little bit for clubs.
Right.
Now after that, you had the Uptown jump.
Yeah.
Now when Uptown started popping, the issue was all the white people that lived over there were like, where are all these black people coming from?
Yeah.
People getting shot, people getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? All type of crazy shit was happening. So when the Uptown shit happened, the clubs had dried out.
Right.
So promoters, what they started doing, because those clubs were closing. People were tired of going to the same shit. If you from Dallas, you know that it was nothing but just like different promoters promoting different clubs. Prime turned into something. Prime used to be, what did Prime used to be? It used to be
I forgot what the name of that
you know, something else, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, you know, then you had Beamers that now is
Park Ave.
Park Ave, you know what I'm saying? But everything is the same shit.
Basically.
Medusa used to be Cirque, Cirque used to be Blue. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was the same buildings, just different promoters, different names. So then somebody got really smart and was like, you know what? Let's see, we can kind of like take these little bars that have spaces and kind of make them like little, just clubs, you know what I'm saying? But in a way, it's more like vibes, you know, people get in free and let's just focus on taxing and selling liquor.
Yeah.
And this shit caught on.
Mm-hmm.
And they were really successful in what they did, but at the same time, they fucked up the club industry. Because people now are trained not to pay to go to the club in Dallas.
Right.
You know, it's like if you try to charge even $10 at the door, they're like, $10?
Oh God, though. That's how
We're going on long shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Niggas say we're going to long shots.
it's a fact, you know what I mean? So it's like now it's like, all right, the clubs are fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So Dallas being a top city and what it is and how people feel, a lot of people getting money out here.
Yeah.
Mavericks won a championship, you know, you got up and coming artists getting hot, you know, you got, you know, the Cowboys always, you know, just always a city where something is always a prime focus in somewhat in one way or another.
Yeah.
But the nightlife isn't supporting it.
Right.
You know, you got artists that come here, do concerts and leave.
Yeah, don't even do shit
They don't
else.
even do shit else.
Yeah,
You got other cities where they go to clubs for free.
and do a concert.
And we chill, kick it, big chill, get on the mic, and they're not even being paid to be in there.
Yeah,
They just go in there because it's such a vibe, and that's just what it is to go in the city.
yeah,
Dallas, it happens,
yeah,
but it's very rarely that, somebody doesn't have to pay an artist to do anything in the city.
Yeah.
It's just one of them cities where the artists even know if you go there and do anything, you better get paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just known in the industry.
yeah.
Like, if you go to Atlanta, you might just go out off GP.
Just because, yeah.
Miami, same thing. Dallas, no, you're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers get on their planes or their buses and they go home.
Yeah,
Or to their next show.
yeah, basically.
Usually shows be like Dallas, Houston, Houston, Dallas. So many times I know like artists they'll have a show in Dallas and the next one in Houston, but it might be a day and a half later, but they'll leave immediately and go right to Houston.
Yeah,
You'll see them niggas in the strip club the very next day.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like there's a reason that ain't nobody staying here and enjoying the city.
yeah.
And the reason of that is just like money don't talk out here.
Even for artists?
It talk for them. I'm not saying that like they having issues as far as getting in places or doing anything, but it's like why do they want to go out if they feel like the city's goofy? Because the niggas that have money aren't spending money in Dallas. They go in other places and spending money. They want to Vegas, LA, Miami, New York, out the country.
Goofy city.
Right now, our city look like it's goofy.
Why is that?
You can come here and do anything.
What you mean by that?
Literally, you can be a promoter from Timbuktu and come here and throw a party and be successful and dip in a weekend. It just happened.
Just happened.
It just happened not too long ago. Somebody just did that not too long ago. They came out here, threw a party, wasn't from here, made their money, they left.
Really?
Yeah, but if you do that in another city, fire marshal's gonna get called.
Yeah.
Somebody might come and shoot at the outside of the bitch. Somebody might come in and start a fight.
Yeah.
But like you're not just gonna come in and just milk the city and dip. You don't have no ties to it. You didn't put no work out here. And that's the issue with the city. There's a lot of people that just come here from other cities. They were goofies in their cities. They come here, they reestablish themselves. And some of them, they have good intentions and they do right and they become successful and I have no hate towards them. But it's the ones that are still the goofies, you feel me, and doing a lot of capping and they fucking up the city. Because it's like, you doing shit that you shouldn't do, and you doing it is influencing other people to do shit that they shouldn't do.
What is somebody doing out here that shouldn't be doing?
Throwing free parties.
Who throwing free parties?
Like I said, there's a promotion company.
I was just saying, bro. It's just like
If you're in Dallas, you know who throws free parties. You know what I'm saying? That's as simple as that. If you're in Dallas, you know who does free parties.
not free. Why'd you have free parties instead of free clubs?
I mean, because it's not a club. It's a bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
Like,
free parties.
it's free parties, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, again, like, when it popped, it was cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a bubble.
Yeah.
It was cool. And more power to you. Make all your money, do your thing. But at a certain time, it's like, somewhere you have to start thinking about the city. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if everybody start thinking about the city, you can make so much money.
What do people think about now?
Themselves.
Yeah.
They think about themselves, or they think about getting pussy, or they think about feeling like they're famous. That's what they feel like. And it's like, bro, you're not famous. You you go to another city and you got to do the same shit everybody else do. You feel me? You got to either check in or go spend a check. You're doing one of the two.
Yeah. You either checking it or you
spending the check. You're doing one of the two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or you just out there being a goofy.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying? But in Dallas, you just come out here and low key, damn near do whatever the hell you want to. And I feel like people that are really from the city need to be more accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? Like back when we were talking about earlier, you was like, who don't feel like it's somebody that really is like a product of Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying like it's Kev, it's hit that.
Yeah.
When you talking about somebody that like beat the odds so many times in his life, every time that he had stayed down and came up, somebody tried to take his feet from under him. I done seen this dude like get hold so many times And I never seen him lash out with hatred. I never seen him like beef. I never seen him like, go and cap on social media. Like every time he just took his L and he kept running. And he turned that shit into like a lesson, not a loss. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And at this point, it's like, I don't see nobody else in the city that like represents Dallas better than him.
Right.
He's a father, 4 kids, takes care of all of them. He's known to be with them. You feel me? They always fly. They always dress alike. He's always on point. You know what I'm saying? He's a head jockey at 97.9. He's the top strip club DJ in the city. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He's the main influencer. If anybody comes to the city, 9 times out of 10, they talking to him. Mm-hmm. He got the dope ass clothing line he just dropped. And it's like he's doing all of this with so many situations where like he was made to fail. A lot of people don't know his story. I don't really want to tell it for him, but he got up because he was the song that got famous in Dallas. Call me Mr. Hit That. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was him. It was Mr. Hit That. And even in that little situation, when all of that came to, he got kind of like the short end of the stick. Mm-hmm. And even then, he didn't get bitter. He still supported his niggas. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the people in the city acknowledged more the people that really deserve, that statue in the city, then things in the city will flow a lot better. Mm-hmm. I feel like you have DJs at major radio stations in Dallas that aren't from Dallas. But yet you have so many dope DJs in Dallas that could be in their place, that are really from here. Yeah. And that trickles down to other areas of even breaking Dallas artists. Right. You go to other cities, a lot of their disc jockeys are from their city. Right. But in Dallas, all our disc jockeys are from somewhere else. All of them? Not all of them, but a lot of them. Louisiana. One of the main ones is from Louisiana, Another main one, which is my homie, I have nothing bad to say about him, he's from Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? You have other ones in New York, other cities. They're not from Dallas, and this has been going on forever. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Smiley days, you know what I'm saying? It's been going on forever. So it's like you have all these people that aren't from the city that hold so much weight. Right. And then when they come to the city, they look at it like money. They look at it like profit. I was in a strip club in Dallas the other day, and I went, got me quite a few ones. It's my birthday month, had a little fun real quick. Went to the DJ booth, and I'm like, hey man, I'm about to turn up real quick. Can you play, Future and Roddy Ricch just for like the next 10 minutes? Got the ones in my hands, and I turned around, and he's like, you going the wrong way with the money. You a bitch or something? You about to put a thong on and go upside down? Like, what you mean, B? How am I going the wrong way?
He said that to you?
Dead ass. I'm like, and I told him that. I'm like, what you mean, bro? Like, I'm about to go throw this. Mm-hmm. You get paid to be here. Yeah. You're getting paid to be here. Right. So because I'm telling you to play music that's gonna make you look good, make the club look good, and give these girls money, you're telling me that immediately just offer fun to give money. And it's not even that. I'm trained in a strip club, I'll go and throw $20 to the DJ real quick or something. Mm-hmm. I'll tip you. That's not the problem. But don't ask for the tip. Yeah. Because in the day, it's your job. That's what you're paid to do. Right. You're not getting paid off tips. The club is paying you to make the club look good. Right. These girls are tipping you out at the end of the night to make the club look good. Stop trying to milk customers on the side because you want some money. Yeah. You acting like a hoe. You might as well get a pee. So DJ did that to me the other day in the club. He's not from Dallas. He's a very known DJ. Right. You know what I'm saying? And he even went above beyond to start playing the opposite of the type of music I wanted him to play just because I told his ass about himself. Yeah. Which is just, again, back to like what I'm saying is like, Ked would never. Right. Ever. DJ Red would never. You feel me? Like, never, I know another few, ASAP, Trill, would never need, but them, they're not strip club DJs, but it's just like there's certain dudes that really have the benefit of the city that like put this work in every day. Right. And they don't have any say so.
In the city, what goes on?
In the city and what goes on, and that's the problem.
So who do you feel like has say so that shouldn't have say so?
Because it's something I'm not gonna get out here and just start dropping names. Like I said, I feel like there's a lot of radio jockeys. You know, again, if this here for people that are from Dallas. So if you're from Dallas, you know subconsciously who I'm talking about, people I'm talking about, you know, radio stations I'm talking about. There's just people that aren't from the city, don't have the city's best interest at hand, that just have too much power in the city, too much influence.
Gotcha.
And I feel like that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you could be a really dope artist in Dallas. So in Atlanta, for example, you know, I was watching an interview with Coach K.
Right.
And he was like, you know, like, $100,000, $100,000. That's how much it take to break a song, period. 100K. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, in Atlanta, if your song is hot, you busting no matter how much money you pay, you feel me? Because all it takes is just that bitch just catching fire, catching up.
Right.
That's all it is. Because Atlanta is such a market that is so important in music that if your song gets hot there, you're hot everywhere.
Yeah.
Just period. Like Dallas and other little cities have to play it because they follow on what's going on in Atlanta, New York, and LA.
Right.
That's what Dallas do. They pick up on what's going on in other cities and they're playing their rotations.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So we're not playing our own rotations.
Right.
We're not worried about what's going on in our own city.
Right.
Everybody else in LA, they're playing their own rotations. They're playing the YGs, you know, they're playing the Nips, you feel me? In New York, they're playing, you know, the Cardis, they're playing the Fat Joes, or, you know, whoever else it is, you know, French Montanas, you know what I'm saying, that's coming out of the city. Miami, they're playing the Rick Rosses, you know what I'm saying, and whoever else it might be in Atlanta, they're playing, you know, whoever's under QC. You know what I'm saying? But in Dallas, they playing it who's from all these other cities.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's like, why are we following behind other mega cities when we're our own mega city? Right. We have enough capital to do it for ourselves. We have enough capital to push our own artists.
Yeah.
We have enough people to push our own artists. We have enough people to do enough YouTube streams and views and all that kind of shit, Instagrams, to make an artist pop by themselves.
Yeah.
But we don't do it because the people that actually gatekeepers in the city right now don't care for that shit. They care to line their own pockets. And if it's not about their money, they're not doing it.
So people should not think about their money, just think about the city.
If you think about the city first, money's going to come naturally. I mean, what do you think a DJ in Atlanta probably makes that's not even like a Blue Flame DJ? Let's say just like just a regular club in Atlanta. You know, they're probably still going home with like minimum $500, you know what I'm saying, for DJ, like at a probably whack club out there.
Yeah.
In Dallas, $150. They might not even get paid.
What?
They might even tell you, we'll pay you next week.
You think niggas not getting paid?
It's a fact. I'm not telling you. I know this shit.
$150?
It's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. I know DJs, and it's not because they bad DJs. The clubs are doing this to them. They're telling them you're going to get paid this, and at the end of the night telling them, we didn't make no money. You're not getting paid anything. We'll pay you next week. It's a fact, you know, and it's not even cool though. It's fucked up because it's like, this is Dallas, bro. You don't think there's enough money for that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of money for that, but it's like when the hospitality doesn't catch up with the city, niggas ain't about to spend money.
Yeah.
And that's a simple fact, and that's the issue with the deal. You know, money doesn't talk. If money talk first, people will spend it.
Yeah.
But a nigga with money ain't gonna spend it. And like we was talking about the sold out shit earlier, it's like if me and you know, him, his other homies, we at the house, we drinking, it's 11:30, you randomly popped up on a nigga. I'm like, hey bro, fuck it. You know what? Let's go to the club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, all right, bro, I got $1,000. It's 5 of us. So we go to a club and spend 5 bands right now.
Yeah.
But we already know that because we've tried before, if it's sold out, we can't get in. And we look online and it says it's sold out. Are we even gonna go to the club?
No.
9 times out of 10, where we about to go? What club?
Strip club.
Yeah, going to Ecstasy.
Yeah.
Which is why it's the #1 club in the country.
Ecstasy #1 club in the country?
Number strip club in the country.
Ecstasy in Dallas.
Ecstasy in Dallas, as far as making money, yes, bro. That ecstasy doesn't stop. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
It don't stop. For one simple fact.
What?
You have a good time there. It's as simple as that. You're not gonna have a headache at ecstasy. All you have to do is pay your money. You're gonna have a good time.
Right.
You don't have a good time at ecstasy because you're not paying your money. You feel me? I'm not even about to sit here and try to promote illegal shit, but it's like whatever you want to do in there, if you have money, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have a good time.
Basically.
But not other places in Dallas. So people rather just be like, fuck it. I ain't about to go to the clubs, the ecstasy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So somebody's winning on the back end of it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make the city look good because now you have artists that come out here and they're like, you know what, I don't want to go out, it ain't no fun, you know what I'm saying? And then you have people out here that, it's just the same shit. You don't even have options out here. It's like people are so scared to branch out for themselves. Dallas as a city is big enough to have 5-6 promotion companies.
How many do we have right now?
In totality, 2. There's other little spurt ones, but there's only 2 that matter. Yeah. And even out of the 2, one of them took a break for a little bit to kind of, revamp. Yeah. There's only really been one the past couple of months in the city. Mm-hmm. And, everything else is, it's self-explanatory.
Yeah, I mean, so what do you think really needs to change? Like, what do you think is ways we could help change what's going on in the problem in the city?
Number one, I feel like we got to be real about people's positions in life.
What do you mean by that?
Like who they are, what you're meant for, you feel me? Like everybody got to play that role. Mm-hmm. It's like if you're a DJ, you be a DJ. If you're an artist, you be an artist. If you're a manager, you be a manager. If you're just a consumer of the product, just be a consumer. Don't be a consumer and try to tell the DJ how to DJ. Don't be a manager. Or don't be a DJ and try to tell the manager how to manage. Everybody needs to just perfect their own craft.
Well, if that's the case, don't you think you was wrong for telling DJ the other day what to do with his set?
No, because I don't feel like I told him what to do with his set.
Right.
What I told him is what I prefer at the time in order to make his set look better.
Right.
I'm not telling you how to DJ. I'm not saying, hey, bro, what you're playing is trash. I'm saying, hey, bro, I'm trying to throw all this money in the next 10 minutes. This is what's going to have me do it. Yeah. The whole purpose of that is this. Can you do that for me? You feel me? That's different. Then I feel like it's different than like a manager telling a DJ like, all right, well, we're only going to play this music between this time. We're going to play that music between that time. We're only going to have this type of artist here. You're only going to do this. As a DJ, you have to understand the flow of the club. Right. So you should listen to that person as far as who to bring in the club, what type of music you're playing or anything like that, because he understands that that's his role in the club. Right. As a manager, your job is to listen to the people that play important roles in the club.
You feel like managers in Dallas not doing that?
Of course not.
They telling DJs what to play?
I won't say that they're telling DJs what to play. I'm not so-called involved in it so tight like that I could say that they telling DJs what to play. I would say more it's like they micromanaging. I feel like that's a lot of the issues in Dallas is micromanaging. You know what I mean? It's not trust. You gotta trust your team, man. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So if you don't trust your team, then you're not gonna succeed. So it's like people ain't trusting the team that they have around them. They're not trusting to listen to what they're telling them that might be better. It's like, all right, if everybody's telling you like, hey man, we can all charge. Let's find a steady line to charge, If all the clubs charge it, everybody can pay it. Let's find like if you go to Miami, for example, no matter what club you go to, damn near all the bottles are the same price. Mm-hmm. The door entrance is damn near the same. Yeah. The valet is damn near the same. It doesn't matter where you go, you're going to pay the same. So people aren't deciding to go to a club based on how much money they're spending. They're deciding to go based on their preference. Yeah. In Dallas, people go based on how much money they're going to spend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got the crowd that's like, I ain't spending that. They hit you with tax ticket. You feel me? Gratuity, all that kind of shit. I ain't going over there. You feel me? The bottle says $350 on the paper, but when I get it, it's $700. Yeah. You got another club that you go to though, and the bottle says $400 and it's $400. Yeah. So you got people that separate and decide how they're clubbing based on that alone.
Right, exactly.
Rather than it just be a standard, like, all right, this is what we're going to do.
Right.
This is what we're going to come together as a city so people can decide where they want to go based on the experience.
Right.
You know, and that's really what it needs to be about. It needs to be about experience. And Dallas, they don't sell experience. You know, there's a new club opening up that I'm hoping is going to, live up to that. But at the end of the day, recently, I don't think since Purgatory, Dallas has sold experience.
Right, exactly.
I think Purgatory is the last club.
So what do you think we sell on?
We sell on, again, relationships. We sell on drama. We sell on pride. Look at that weed that got you. That weed that got you. And that 42. Got your ass. But, no, we sell on relationships, okay?
You sell on relationships,
Yeah, man. You get people I got to get you to.
Yeah, he said you keep inviting you.
Yeah.
Nah, man. So we sell on relationships in Dallas, man.
Yeah, we sell on relationships, bro.
Yeah. So you don't think relationships should matter in the city?
They should matter, but at the end of the day, money should talk. Relationships definitely should matter. You got one relationship that I don't know. I don't feel like I'm really like the major person to be able to speak on it. Because I don't really have ties to either party of what's going on. I'm an outsider looking in, but I'm just somebody that's a product of the city that loves the city. When it's like, I guess before, blood was shed in the dispute, I really wish that Mo 3 and Yellow shit was taken care of before it led to where it was led to. Because it's like at the end of the day, it's like, look, you got somebody that broke through the cracks, became successful in his craft, and have the image, have the raw, had the song, had everything he needed to get to where he's at. Then you have somebody else, in my opinion, it just has like the rawness of the city, and the streets really vibe to more, and it's like, if you could combine these two people, the heights that you can imagine could go to will be like, to me will be like unimaginable.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's like people gotta understand Dallas has its own sound.
Yeah.
The only thing that sells in music or in industries is something that's like individual or unique.
Yeah.
So, New York pop because they have their own sound, Miami pop because they got their own sound. City Girls, they back on that pop shit, they have their own sound. You got LA, they got their own sound. Dallas has its own sound, so it's not like our sound can't sell.
Right.
But it's like we don't sell our sound. You know what I mean? And when people are actually good and actually have talent and actually have someone in the position to be successful, the city doesn't come back with them.
Yeah. Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And you got shit that, end up being drama, that lead to other shit.
Yeah.
Rather than the people that should be the gatekeepers of the city and come together and be like, hey man, you need to do this. You need to do this. This is bigger than this. There's only one person that I know that did that. And it's the same dude that I just said earlier. It's the only dude that I know can really represent the city correctly, and that's Ked.
So, tell me something, man. Why do you feel like you the one need to say this?
Because ain't nobody else going to. Everybody else is scared. Everybody else has a biased reason that they want to say it. I don't deal with neither one of the niggas.
Right.
At all. Don't know them. Don't care to know them. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, they do them, I do me. I see them niggas around. You feel me? It is what it is. You feel me? But it's like at the end of the day, it's like they represent the city. When I travel, you feel me? If niggas gonna ask me about anybody in the city, they're gonna ask me about one of those two niggas.
Yeah.
Other than if it's sports. So it's like they're the representation of the city. So it's like somebody need to say it, but everybody has a biased opinion. Somebody either likes this nigga or likes that nigga. So they're saying it from their position. Me, I'm just saying it from somebody that love the city, and it's like, look, like I can't speak on it now because again, certain shit that happened, people as grown-ass men, I can't tell grown-ass men how to feel after certain shit that happened in life.
Right.
So I can only speak on saying that I wish it would have went a certain way. But if it was able to ever, be able to be turned around, I feel like that would be the difference maker in the city.
Really?
Yeah, I really do at this point.
Okay.
I feel like that would show unity.
And it's yes, you think the city needs is unity?
That's all it needs. And I don't think there's nobody that disagrees with that. Makes it a lot easier. If the cities in flow with each other, everything that I pretty much said for the past 2 hours is like, it's a checklist. If the cities in flow with each other, clubs are charging the same prices, the same gratitude is going on, the same customer service is going on.
Right.
You feel me? Like, people's music is getting promoted the same way. People are having the same opportunities to be able to be promoted or get on. You know, like Dallas could hold its own festival every year. You feel me? Like you tell me Austin can hold a festival every year and we can't? We're bigger than Austin. So they can hold a festival every year, but Dallas can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you have New York, you have all these places that you have Austin that has the South by Southwest.
Right.
So everybody has their own festivals, and it's like, you're telling me that Dallas can't have its own festival? What attraction do we have that brings people here every year? Tell me.
That we have to bring people here.
What attraction do we have that brings people here every year?
Fair. What else?
Nah, I wouldn't even say that. That's like, that might bring people from like Wichita Falls, Amarillo. Ain't nobody coming from New York to come to the Texas Fair.
You said what festival that we have here?
Not even festival. That's what I'm saying. The festival would be cool. What event do we have in Dallas every year that brings people nationwide?
What?
None. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point. None.
None.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
None. But the reason we don't have none is because there's no unity. Even like, for example, even if it was some like hood shit, like we was trying to do Henny Fest.
Yeah.
You know, that shit was some real nigga shit. Bunch of niggas everywhere. And they did it at City Hall. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't go, but what I seen, I'm just like, I was shocked. I was shocked. I'm like, yo, this is a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I low-key was proud because I'm like, this is a lot of niggas. But ultimately, what we known to happen is what happened.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
What was there? What was there?
you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like in my head, like that was like it's like if that would have never happened, let's say that would have happened. That was like 2 years, I think, ago, or a year ago. Let's say that would have never happened. Let's say they've been on that for like 4 or 5 years. So let's say this is like year 8.
Yeah.
Anything can happen, Henny Festival. This is something that people could come out here for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people drink Henny everywhere. You know, you got Henny sponsoring it. Like, this could literally transcend into something bigger than what you even think about at first. But everything in Dallas gets shut down so quick. If it's not us doing it ourselves, it's the city doing it.
Yeah.
The city's shutting it down because it's too black. Or we shutting it down ourselves because we too black. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about the growth of the city. We don't even give anybody anything to be excited to when they come out here. You know, like you can't even be an artist and come out here and go to the same club 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
You know, they don't be open that long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you go to LA, you go to Miami, you're going to the same thing. You're going to Argyle over and over again. You're going to Dream over and over again. You're going to Story over and over again. You're going to Live over and over again. You feel me? You're going to Starlets in New York. Like, you're going to all these same clubs over and over again. In Dallas, you might go to TNT, Talkers of Tequila. Then, you know, 3 months later, you might be at Tate's. You know what I'm saying? Like a month later, you might jump over to Theory. You know, 2 months later, you might be over at One Set.
Yeah.
Might be a Fat Rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like nothing in Dallas is like sustainable.
So we got some serious problems out here, man.
Yeah, we definitely got some serious problems here.
And so, what you gonna do about it, man?
I mean, all I can do is speak on it. Hopefully, you know, we speak on it, it will open other people to be.
So who you supposed to be?
Just somebody that, you know, is a gatekeeper of the city. I'm just gonna keep with it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? But I'm one of them for sure. You know,
sure.
that's a fact. And if anybody feel a type of way about it, like my nigga Mark Ingram said, you can come see me about me. Some big trust. You feel me? But I ain't gonna go one and done like the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like, yeah, it's a fact. I done earned my struggles. Ain't nobody that's really from the city can tell they miss me. There's only niggas that's not from here that feel the type of way about me.
Yeah.
Anybody that's from here know what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I'm low key enough that I'm respectable because I don't care about being front center and being in the way. I'm in the back, I chill, I do my thing, I make my moves. If I'm seeing, I'm seeing. If I'm not, I'm not. But at the end of the day, it's like if I have an opportunity to say what needs to be said, I'll say it. I ain't tripping because at the end of the day, I don't like niggas don't like me. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. You feel like you very hated?
Yeah, and a lot of it, not a lot of it, some of it is self-imposed, for sure, you know, but that's just part of being in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And it's not nothing I'm proud of, you know what I'm saying? I work every day to better myself as a person, you know what I mean? I work every day to get further away from my environment, but, you know, I've definitely been through shit, so like, you can't beat the odds without, you know.
You know, man, I'm gonna get people from around the city and the round table, man. You know, just to you know, clear all this up. I think this needs to be a conversation had over, you know, maybe just a table conversation between some men. You know, maybe we can clear all this up. You know,
What's up?
so that's what I think, man. And what do you think in the future? It's probably your top 5 things that you will probably do
That
to help
would
with
make the city better?
Yeah.
Number one, I would input more people that are deeply rooted from the city into positions that matter. DJs, promoters, club managers. You know, I feel like they should be more involved in the city and the decisions that's going on. That'd be number one.
So you feel like people really gotta be from the city to care about the city?
I don't feel like you have to be from the city to care about the city, but at the end of the day, like, you could be from the city and not give a fuck about the city.
Right.
At the end of the day, that really don't matter. But I feel like the people that do care about the city, they already put their time in. I'm not talking about like putting like no 18, 19-year-old in, but there's been people that have put their due diligence in that deserve they chance to make decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like those decisions will be based on the love that they have for the city.
Right.
You know, again, I can't result back to Ked enough, you feel me? Like, that's somebody that I know no matter what is in front of him, he's always going to make his decision based on, like, Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If Dallas look good, he look good. And there's a couple other people that, you know, I know like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tamlin that runs Co-op, you feel me? Like, I know, like, he's one of the people that feels like that. Like, what can I do that the city will feel good about? You know what I mean? So, and there's other people that I won't name drop or I might not even know, you know, but there's also people that just care about lining their own pockets, you know, fucking bitches and just feeling like they them people, you know, and at the end of the day, it's like, hey man, whatever cranks attractive, you know what I'm saying? Whatever floats your boat, do what you gotta do. But at a certain point, it's like, you know, give us back a little bit of control, you know, give us back a little bit of our city, let us position ourselves to be able to, you know, want to host Super Bowls, want to host All-Star weekends. Like, you know, don't nobody want to come to Dallas for Super Bowl. Nobody want to come to Dallas for All-Star weekend. For what?
Yeah.
Last time we had a Super Bowl, the weather told everybody we were bullshit. You know, we had a fucking blizzard out the blue.
Weather told everybody we were bullshit.
Everybody was like, it literally was 70 degrees on like Thursday, and by Saturday it was a blizzard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Wednesday it was 70 again.
The whole city shut down.
The city just shut down. Fucking ice falling from the stadium and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a curse. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're like the Cowboys. It's like a curse. You know what I mean? It's like no matter how good you think we are, it's like we always resort back to the same shit.
So when do you see a change happening? How long do you think it'll take to see a change?
I say it's 2020. 2020. Change is gonna happen this year. Change is already happening. Change is gonna happen this year. I feel like there's certain things going on in the city right now I don't want to speak on that is gonna drive the norm out, you know, and bring a new norm in. And I think that it's going to be something that can be appreciated, you know, and if you want to see something like that, you know, January 18th, you could pop up at Opera. Because I feel like that's going to be something that people can appreciate from the city. You know, I feel like that's something that's giving gratitude back and giving people their money's worth. You know what I mean? Not something that you paying $3,000 to stand at a bar. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like you actually, you know, people in there with tennis shoes on and shit like that, but you might come in a sweatsuit and be told no. You know what I'm saying? Not because you're not dressing to the standard, but just because somebody might not like you. You know what I mean? Or really, in my opinion, the main problem, I'm sipping the wrong thing before I say this. We as black people in our city are letting people that don't care about us have too much control. You know, it's like, I just feel like me, for example, is like, all right, if I say, you know, I'm gonna set a standard for a club, this is what you need to dress by, this is how I want you to look, this is the image I'm trying to bring to my club, I'm gonna hold everybody accountable to that. You know, in Miami, I just have to keep resulting back to major cities. You know, there's just certain shit you can do, certain shit you know you can't do. If you're in Vegas, you know you're not gonna go to Vegas in a jumpsuit. You're not gonna get in a club.
Right.
Miami, same thing. You know what I'm saying? LA is maybe. You feel me? But in Dallas, you can and you can't. Just depending on who you are and who you know. And it just makes people look bad if, you know, you're sitting at the table, if you're sitting there saying, hey bro, you can't get in, you know, and you have all these black laws that I can't get in the club because, you know, no white tees, you know, tennis shoes, gotta have jeans on, no jumpsuits, no excessive jewelry, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, as a black man running a promotion company or just, you know, somebody that's black or involved in the community running a promotion company, this is where you're breaking bread with.
Yeah.
You're breaking bread with people that don't like your own people.
Right.
You know, rather than deal with other people of your own color and pigment, you know, and come together and really just take over the city. Because then you gotta understand, you're making these people all this money. Like, there's a reason they're dealing with you, because they're not. These are bars that have sections because people eat there.
Yeah.
They didn't mastermind their game plan. These are sections for clubs and we're going to sell bottles. You came in there and convinced these people, let's sell bottles.
Right.
But then you're going to let them dictate how they treat your people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, bro, if you have a standard, have that standard and keep to it. You know, but don't go back and forth on your standard based on who you like and who you fuck with. That gets back to just relationships talking out here, not even money, because you can have somebody that has plenty of money and they not be liked and they're going to be told no. And you can have somebody that doesn't really have any money at all, ain't about to buy no bottle and have a jumpsuit on with some slide and they're going to let him in the club. Because that's his home.
So, what I want to know is, man, and this is like last two questions I'm asking you. Why do they call you king?
King of all things, jack of all trades.
Really?
Really?
When'd you get that name?
Yeah. I got that name in Miami.
In Miami.
I got that name in Miami.
Gotcha. And tell me also as well, what are some of your own personal, like, you know, goals that you have for yourself, man? You know, because I mean, how much longer do you plan to stay in the game?
I feel like, what's that song, Paid in Full? Like, you know, if I leave and come back and it's still gonna love me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna bullshit to you. You know, I was raised different in life. I've been through things.
Yeah.
It's made me somebody that's not really based, I don't make decisions based on emotions. You know, so to ask me, like, when I'm gonna get out the game, I guess when the game, you know, isn't good to me anymore. You feel me? When I'm either outgrown it or it's outgrown me.
So if you're gonna let the game retire you, not the other way around.
I'm either gonna retire I'm gonna retire from the game and the game's gonna retire me. But that's anything in life, that's anybody.
Yeah.
You either get ahead of it or you get behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's not my full goal. It's not even something that even now, like, I'm just like, this is my ambition in life.
Yeah.
It's just something that's just a bubble for me right now. You know, Yahoo, Google, you know, everything, Apple, everything is a bubble.
It's all
It's
about.
just popping right now for me. Popping.
Yeah.
Money's good, life is good right now.
Right.
Life might not be good tomorrow. And I might have to shake and do some other shit. But
Right.
right now, life is good.
Life is good, B.
Life is good, man.
Okay, we're gonna stop right there, man. King, I appreciate the hospitality, man, you know.
For sure.
Get me out the crib, man, you know.
You know?
Hey, I appreciate you, fam.
42
That's it. Our discourse, man. Good night.